Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. PBR light up in this piece. Pabst Light. 96 calories. Crisp and refreshing. Yeah, 3.5 carbs, 4.2 alcohol by volume. I don't know if I've reviewed PBR on the channel. I might have. But this actually it didn't come from PBR. It comes from a marketing team that handles PBR stuff. And they reached out. They sent some off. I've seen a couple other beer tubers posting this, so maybe they've gotten much the same. I haven't watched any of it because I want to form my own opinions. Let's dive into it, see what's what. Let's see here. Crisp and refreshing quality light beer. Pabst Brewing Company since 1844. Pabst. What are they? They're Budweiser, right? St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, I don't really think anything else on here. We have I don't know. It says 6th of October. I see them. That's the Best By date in the bottom. Done and done. They sent me off a box with a thank you note, and they also had 3 cans of beer in there. Two survived. One did not survive the trip. Man, I washed the crap out of this glass. We'll do that. Get rid of that dirty glass mafia real quick. I don't mind the label. You know, it's a departure what you typically get from Pabst, but honestly, they got this like little kind of Pabsty graphic going on right there that I kind of like. So, 'tis what it is. And the can's beat up from being in travel. So, bonus for that. As far as the beer goes, I mean, it looks like light lager. You know, what do you want me to say? Pretty decently bubbly, big kind of carbonation in that sucker. Light yellow color, halite color on it. I mean, it looks like macro adjunct lager. We're not off to a big surprise here. So, yeah, give it a whirl. Let's give it a nose. Yeah, very much kind of like just a typical macro adjunct lager. Very corny vibes, a little bit of ricey vibes. So you're getting those adjuncts kind of coming through. Maybe even a little bit of sweet maltiness, but no kind of perception of precursor of bittering on it. Really is just a relatively not overtly precursor sweetness from that mostly adjunct base, and done and done. It does have a nose on it. It doesn't come off as completely neutral, but it smells like what you'd expect from a clean macro adjunct lager. Let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, I mean, it really follows suit from nose to taste, and that you're really getting heavy adjuncts here. Very much rice more than corn for me, even though I get a little bit of those corn vibes, and not like an off-flavored diacetyl kind of corn. That little bit of extra sweetness that corn can bring, that's there, but it really is more of kind of like a rice kind of pseudo-sake kind of vibe to it, with a soft little toasty crackeriness. I mean, you really have to dig to go find that. Really no discernible bitterness whatsoever. I mean, maybe utilitarian bitterness there, just barely kind of propping up that relatively sweet side a little bit, but even then, I think I'm reaching for straws at that point. And then clean. There's nothing offensive about it. There's nothing negative about it. It's brewed clean wise, but there really isn't much to talk about on the other side of things either. There's not a big malt profile to it outside of that ricey kind of adjunct. There's not a big kind of bittering component from it or a hoppiness. Listen, it's Pabst Light. Pabst Light. We're not expecting any of those things. What we are expecting is a low ABV ripper of a beer that gets the job done, and that's kind of what it is. 4.2%. I think they could have gone lower in ABV. I know these macrobreweries, I think that 4.2 is kind of the sweet spot. But for something like this, especially something that is extremely nondescript, potable water to a certain extent, stuff you're just going to modal onto, rip and tear throughout the day, through barbecue it up, do those kind of things without actually wanting to have this kind of like impactful malt kind of hoppy kind of presence. I personally would appreciate a little bit a lower ABV, lower the calories, would lower the carbohydrates on it, I would assume. So I think there would be even a win-win there with a little bit lower ABV in a sucker, but it's fine. It's not offensive. Again, someone hand this to me at a barbecue, it's going down. But then after it, I'm probably going to peek around the fridge, see if there's something a little bit bolder That's my 2 cents on it. So there you go. One of the better macro adjunct light lagers that I've had as late. It defaults to number 1. I don't drink them all that often. If I'm going to drink macro lager, it's going to be High Life typically, or even like Jenny Cream Ale, something along those lines. I will not turn away a PBR either, but it's very much a neutered version of what PBR typically is. Not that PBR is a big beer to begin with, but you get what I'm putting down. So, valued availability. I actually don't know what this goes for. I'm assuming you can probably get a 30 rack for this for under $17. That would be my guess. Hopefully that's the case at anywhere you buy any beer that carries Pabst. And if you like what we like this, if you like a macro adjunct lager, you're not looking for a really big beer experience, just want to rip the shit out of some beers, this will do you proper. So there you go. Reviewing the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. Massive Beers, I want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive, podcasting stuff. Pabst, have you been to the brewery, the old school brewery? Have you been to where they brew it now? Like I said, I think they're an AB InBev product. But again, all that fun stuff, let's talk about it down below. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Super Ripper beer right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers, y'all.